pole came crushing down, crashing on him in front of horrified witnesses.
Well done.
Кого-то тянет к большим водным артериям, а кто-то довольствует.
Elaine Campbell, who became a symbol for organ donation, is celebrating her 21st birthday in hospital.
Вот он ходит.
Давай руку, давай.
Now the storms will lift off the north and east as we move into tomorrow afternoon. So while the day could start cloudy and a little showery, we actually should see plenty of sunshine as we move into the afternoon. And that's going to son of a bitch. Why is this happening?
Obrigado também. Agora que vou levantar o debaixo, agora.
We've got a wardrobe malfunction, a belt.
This is
Don't
put your hand on my tummy. People think I'm pregnant. Michael. George and Michael are helping.
Stand up, Michael. Say hello to everybody.
These are the viewers. I sneezed and my belt popped. It can happen to the best of us, sir. To have no. It's such a glamorous industry.
Running repairs. Let's go to the birthday girl for the 7.
Michael, some of these businesses here along Ocean Boulevard, which you can see behind me, Tony, they are some of the hardest hit spots.
Sorry, I have a back cold. It's not catching me.
We're recording right now.
Oh, you're recording? Oh, that's too bad. I didn't even realize that was a camera. Sorry about that. Come to Chicago, you get a cold. Sorry about that.
Pójdę na wreszcie.
Espérate, fascista, se conversa.
They're live streaming. You know,
Yeah, we didn't see that. Thanks, Ray.
And this is why meteorologists don't wear green. Why we're not allowed. It's the one color that we can't wear. Oh, there we go. See?
Now, if I were to walk in behind you, what would happen?
No, you gotta walk in front.
Is it front?
A little two-step.
No, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. I have to put on. That is exactly the same color. That's crazy. Now we're just two-stepping.
Like this.
Pretty weird. I am in southeastern Michigan.
Almonds? How would you describe it?
I wouldn't have said almonds.
Oh, dear. So did you swallow? Did you? Or did you spit it out?
I swallowed the worm.
And was it done? Interesting to know. Interesting to note.
I'm impressed that you swallowed. I really am.
Very good. Lisa, anything else you'd like to say about that story that I worked very hard on for many hours? What I would like to say.
Ok, niente, sto soltanto preannunciando dopo la pubblicità che ci sarà questo ingresso di un altro giornalista che parlerà qui con noi, quindi proseguiamo.
Cosa dicevi?
Per finire il discorso.
Eder.
No, Eder dovrebbe essere. La pronuncia
Però
dovrebbe
è importantissimo questo.
Però secondo me giocando diversi anni tra
dobbiamo ricordare questo, che comunque gli sponsor sono una grande cosa, soprattutto nello sport e nei
giocando
quindi
no, per finire...
ok, niente, sto soltanto preannunciando dopo la pubblicità che ci sarà questo ingresso di un altro giornalista che parlerà qui con noi, quindi proseguiamo.
No, per
cosa dicevi?
Per finire il discorso.
Eder?
No, Eder dovrebbe essere. La
Eder.
pronuncia portoghese dovrebbe essere.
È importantissimo questo.
Però, secondo me, giocando diversi anni tra grandi.
Dobbiamo ricordare questo, che comunque gli sponsor sono una grande cosa, soprattutto nello sport e nel calcio, tutto va avanti grazie a loro, di conseguenza Cristiano Ronaldo è uno sponsor vivente, quindi come fai a toglierlo? È impossibile.
Ma infatti Barbara, quando lui è uscito...
Começa? Claro, temos que mostrar lá para casa que afinal de contas o que nós dizemos, ou melhor, o que nós prometemos, fazemos e assim estamos. Quitadíssimas, podes mostrar, olha, eu estou com uma t-shirt de Portugal. Espera aí que eu vou já ficar sem a escuta agora por causa do casaco. Olha, a Bia, estás a fugir? A Bia estás a despir, a fugir.
Eu estou com biquíni com o símbolo da seleção de Portugal.
Espera, Bia, ainda não está tudo. Calma, vocês ainda não viram nada. Bia, não está tudo. Falta... Exatamente, agora sim, a nossa Beatriz está aqui, prontíssima, vestida a rigor para apoiar a nossa seleção. Francisco, gostaste?
Fala.
Parece-me que estou pela resposta. Quem cala consente. Muito bem, mas eu agora vou dar... Não, esperem, só mais uma coisa, o saquinho.
Ainda falta, temos mais
Calma,
surpresa.
temos mais uma surpresa. Podes aparecer sempre, Vitor. Não, hoje não queres aparecer. Portanto, temos uma bandeirinha de Portugal. É assim, tenho uma péssima notícia para vos dar. A praia ainda está meia vazia. Meia não. Está vazia, não temos ninguém. Mas nós fazemos a festa, não há problema algum. Temos uma bola. Toda linda, também de Portugal, para darmos os toques. E lá foi a bola. A Marta.
Tem jeito,
péssima para dar toques. E temos também um bloquinho de jogo de um recadinho. Não ouviste? Tem jeitinho.
But there's one in Grove's Pile Pup that's getting national attention. Take a look at this. That is Dio with kiss.
Oh! Oh!
There you go. One excuses.
And
stop now. That's enough.
Look at him.
Oh no. Oh no.
And it's come. There we go.
You got a duck.
I got a bird. I got a bird. I got a.
Here we go.
It's out there. And it's come. There we go.
You got a duck.
I got a bird. I got a bird. I got a.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'd go to another
enough.
shot.
Okay, stop now, stop now. Stop now, stop now, stop now. That's enough. Well, that did.
We're coming back to Oxnard. But in the meantime, we continue on with Seattle Seahawks training camp here live from Renton, Washington. Okay.
Andyan na itik. Ang mga kain na tayo, luto na ba? Para sabay-sabay.
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team back. Radiant team back. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team back. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Void incarnate. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant. Slaughter.
10
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Keeper of the light.
Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team back.
Right, just to check with you. We were physically here on our desks waiting for game 1 to kick off, right?
Yes, Jonathan, I'm definitely sitting here. They didn't finish game 1 in 5 minutes, that's for sure.
Alright, so we'll just ignore that little pip. Of course, it is a fresh series. No one has won anything yet. Let's talk about drafts, Mike. It's been going on. We've got the Void Spirit and Keeper of the Light coming out for IG. And you've got the Lip Slaughter for Look for Smile. Now that's a lot more standard from LFS than I'm used to seeing. This is a very standard opening for a lot of teams. Nothing too wild coming out there. Very solid combination. Strong laning, strong offlaner, and that's Slaughter. IG, Void Spirit, Keeper for Light. I have to say, this is an exciting combination. Right, you get that Will-O-Wisp out. And you combine that with all of the Void Spirit spells. That is very potent to play up against. It's a good setup for the Void Spirit. And of course, the Keeper for Light's very strong in lane, very annoying to deal with. I like the opening from IG. It's not as conventional, at the very least, excuse me, in the context of China. But it certainly is quite a strong start.
John, you've cut out on me. Not sure where you've gone.
Huh?
Oh, you're back.
Oh.
You up for a second.
Oh. I just got that other place is what I was saying. But where did I cut off before repeating myself?
Never mind, because I got the root pick up. I think you were trying to tell me about this Void Spirit pick from IG.
Oh, well. Yeah, it's great with the Will-O-Wisp. You know, it's a great setup. Got the troll now as well. It's great, right? Like, we saw it to great effect in the last series game too. Rubik coming out here is going to be highly effective. You have a lot of spells to steal. I think he'll always target that Keeper of the Light for the most part for his control. Of course, the Void Spirit can be great as well with his taunt. I think that's going to be big. Don't want to grab into control, but you have some utility now with Rubik. Of course, a strong laning combo with a Slaughter, lift into stun, into the Bash of the Deep. A lot of control coming out there from this dual lane, potential dual lane from LFS. So I like this start for them. I still prefer IG's draft, just off the unconventionality of the Void Spirit and Keeper of the Light.
FS. One more pick up from them, but now they have done it for some time. Never mind. Razor will pick up. Now we just saw the Razor pick being played by Avengers. This time around, LFS do go ahead and pick it up. Of course, it does work very well into the Void Spirit and Troll Wall for that matter. A nice pickup from LFS. I can't really say much bad about their draft, John. LFS is looking pretty good in this game of one draft.
It is solid. Razor has been great against the Troll. You don't really have anything to allow the Troll to break that link. I guess if you get a good spell use from the Keeper of the Light, you can knock them back just a bit, but not the most reliable way. You have the Void Spirit maybe taunt as well, but you're not always going to have these heroes on hand with those spells specifically to help Troll. So look for Smile should be able to give the Razor good enough time in these big team fights. We'll see what IG does respond with. You know, knowing that the Razor's there, you can kind of give yourself a mid that would kind of play against that. Then again, Razor's not the type of hero to really lose out in lane. No matter what matchup's coming out, Razor can at very least draw even in the worst case scenario, but he's not the type of hero to really lose a 1v1 lane.
Certainly not. Fourth pick for them. We get to show us a second support here for IG. They haven't really revealed much, but it should be coming as they usually do leave emos here until last. Unless he's picking the Void Spirit, I imagine it's going to be JT, because we've been seeing JT play in the off lane quite a bit. And G, secondary support, what are we going to see here? Not the greatest of options left, I feel. They could go that task we've been seeing a lot if they really want to. 25 seconds left. Even this quite hard.
Yeah, dipping into that reserve time. We haven't seen this at, you know, this last phase pick. They go to Backrider. That could be what we need to counteract Razor. Just jump in, lasso him out, stop that static link from going off. Does indicate a really aggressive sort of game coming out from IG. And we have seen that Bat do a lot of work. But JT this time playing that hero should be a good showing. JT has been pretty consistent for IG. Has been performing quite well.
5 seconds remaining.
So should be disruptive enough in that hero that it's going to be a nuisance for LFS. We'll see how LFS does close out their draft. They're going to have that Razor down mid or have it in the safe lane. You could still get that done. They ban out that Arc Warden. Like seeing that coming out from that. Oh yeah, thankfully. The Invoker in there for IG if they wanted to go for that, but they have the Void Spirit out, right? Like, they're probably just going to give Emo the Void. I don't recall seeing him play that hero, though. Have we seen him play it?
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Right.
He's every time for IG.
Right. But they've got the Bat Rare in this case, so I guess they could swap the lanes around. They could swap the lanes around. Plus 4 Bat with a Keeper of the Light means you have no control, though. That's a really greedy build coming out. Really greedy lineup. That's much greedier than I'd expect, but they could pull it off. You compare it to Love for Smile Strap, though. They've got a lot of ways to stop you from running away. For laning phase, even. IG has Troll's Root and Void Spirit's Taunt, I suppose. They go with a Shaker, and so that is kind of soft banning out that PL. That was a possibility here for Look for Smile. I like that closer. It still leaves it up in the air. Are they going to go with a support Bat or a support Shaker? I think likely it's going to be the Shaker. And you'll have he played the Bat, maybe, or but he played a Void Spirit. You're right, he played a Void Spirit.
5 seconds.
Do they give Emo the Troll, JT the Void? That doesn't sound right. We'll find out, I suppose.
Time will tell. Yeah. I'm sure Emo plays a very nice Void Spirit. We just haven't seen it yet. But I'm sure he knows very well how to play the hero. So one more for them before they close this off. A bit of a confusing draft from IG, I'm sure, for them. FS. Look for that position 1. Unless they want to put the Razor there instead and just get another position 2, but I imagine they will just go for a carry pick there.
Yeah, I think I'm strong too much mid. No matter what they face off against, like even a Bat Rider is not going to be stressing the Razor out too much. But a good Bat should be able to abuse that main palm and dance around just a bit. But I don't think Razor cares as much as you'd expect. Still, LFS deep into that reserve line. Oh, excuse me. They go to PA. That's great. With the Slardar, it's just outstanding. We haven't seen that combination the entire time that we've seen the Slardar come out. The PA that's to be showing up here. Bad Boy does not have any cosmetics. I don't believe so. I am severely disappointed. Very Bad Boy.
Bad Boy. Yeah. You know what though? I mean, the PA kit, it just seems to fit, right? Like, you want to try and delete hero for line at the start of the team. Like, we're trying to delete Tarka on the Earthshaker, maybe even GT, or excuse me, Emo on that Void Spirit. Not that tanky, it is an intelligent hero. Bad Boy could just rip these guys apart. Of course, the Troll is a bit of a harder task considering you have battle trams available. But feels like once you've got the BKB up on the PA, just jump in and pull apart, there's not really much they can do about it.
Well, they do have a lasso. They can do something about it. That's well, to be fair, that's the only thing they can do about it when PA jumps in. Still, that will go to BKB. It's going to be interesting to see how fast Bad Boy is going to prioritize that. Also really curious to see just who exactly he prioritizes in that back line. You mentioned Keeper for Luck. I think that's going to be the big one. If you can keep that bottle away, of course, you take away the combination with that Void Spirit and the Shaker away quite nicely. Still, actually, just how aggressive LFS will play with that PA Slaughter. We have seen some instances where you'd expect a bit more of an active game really slow down here. Nonetheless, LFS, they've always kind of been the team to surprise us with these drafts, right? They pick something a bit different. In this case, the PA makes an appearance after a very long time. And we'll see if they can make it work out this time.
Yeah, one of those heroes where it tends to just go out of control if you're not too careful. As it stands, we already talked about the other. It's really the only counter towards that pick, especially once the BKB is up.
This pleases
BKB gonna have to be on point in this game. Has been pretty good over the past couple of days. Let best loop around inside jungle. Get try out. Oh,
30 seconds.
And he can't test against the tiny heroes. B. Bad Boy, go up. We go ahead and maybe just try. See, it's pretty much every team as well. Every single team doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, just going for the opposing shrine, grabbing runes. Be it. I want to point out, Bad Boy in this lane is not gonna have a good time. Backrider, just one of those heroes that can really punish in cores, and PA in particular is not tanky, does not have amazing damage, is melee, and doesn't move particularly fast as well. We'll find out just how much Bad Boy can get from the lane. He's gonna play a bit more safe, probably rely on that Stifling Dagger to get those last hits early on at the very least.
Is that Stifling or Stifling? I think it's Stifling, right?
Yeah, it's Stifling. I don't know why it's Stifling. It's Stifling. You know, at some point you just kind of blank out. You're parsing something in your head, you're thinking what to say next, and well, sometimes the brain goes a bit wonky. You know, me don't think so good.
You better calm down.
You don't think so good, Mike. That's fair enough. I don't think so. It's fine. You know very well that I don't think well. You should know. I'm talking to a guy who convinced themselves that they play a great Earth Spirit, so I'm not sure if I'm more sick in the head. Let's see though. Who is the lane with Bad Boy? Because that's not gonna be a fun lane. Ooh, 10% loss. They win game one. According to the pips. 10% loss. They won game one though.
No, that's actually trash talk. So he's saying 10% lose as in like IG.
10% chance.
They've got a 10% chance of winning this game. Good trash talk there, one human man. He's been playing very well over the past couple of days as well.
That he has. He's been very consistent for LFS. He's just been playing these solid heroes. And what's this from admin? Oh, they're asking about the pick. I guess. Are they?
I've already confirmed. It's just it's apparently a DotaTV bug, a spectral bug. Yeah.
Strange.
It is, but I brought it up.
Cool. That's great. Interesting.
We're waiting, John. I feel a bit embarrassed because I haven't asked you, but did you have the dinner tonight?
Yes, I have.
Really?
Thank you for asking. I did have some dinner. Yes.
What did you have, sir?
I had some leftover pizza.
Wow.
From yesterday, which I had while casting yesterday.
What kind of pizza?
Isn't that great? It was, well, we had like 3 kinds of slices. There was a cheese pizza, Hawaiian, and Manhattan, whatever the hell that is. I think I ate the Hawaiian and cheese.
Good.
I know you like Hawaiian pizza. I had Hawaiian pizza. Yes.
Everyone.
See, I'm indifferent.
I'd like it to all go and debate with each other. Does pineapple belong in pizza? In my opinion, John obviously agrees. Pineapple definitely belongs on pizza. Some people disagree, John. I can't understand these uncultured people that don't like pineapple on their hot meals.
They're just, they're not in that tropical spirit, Mike.
No, they're not. They want salt. That's all they want. They want that tangy sweetness of that pineapple.
Well, I think you're talking to the wrong crowd, Mike. These are Dota players. We love salt. You know? Wrong crowd to appeal to, Mr. Mike.
Hey, John. Bad boy. It's going to be a rough lane. Like, you already pointed it out, the JT on the Batrider probably going to have a pretty darn good time. Of course, you do have the Blink Strike available at level 2 to pick away from the flame that's coming from JT, but even with Karka there on the throwing out those fishes, it's going to be very annoying, and of course the turn rate of the PA is already abysmal as it is, let alone with sticky napalm.
That's not gonna be a good time. Barely you have that stifling dagger. Not definitely stifling. You get those last hits, and Bad Boy is maximizing that. If he could pull, should be able to take out his range creep as well. The lane is gonna be shoving in slightly, so not gonna be too rough for Bad Boy here.
Mid lane. Emo taking a lot of damage there on one Emo. That was the static link, and well, bot lane already going down. Firefly pick up the kill on the troll. With the first blood going to the Divine D very early on. You wouldn't have expected that out of the Rubik starter lane of all things to give a kill away to a troll Coddle.
Yeah, you'd expect the Rubik Slaughter to actually find that kill and lift into the crush, into a bash. That is very potent, but it doesn't happen here for LFS, and in fact, there is a bit of a struggle here for Dogs, still at level 1. Once that 2 is up, perhaps we'll see a bit more aggression coming out from their end.
Got Ollie there anyway with the blinding light. If they do go in for that deep, you could always just blinding light them away. Give Firefly enough time to run off. Top lane, Marker. He gets spotted with that side pull. Try another fish up, and he's got a fair bit of harassment here from Bat Boy. No kill potential though without level 2 on the Lich. He does hit it now, and it would have really helped the Frost Shield, but Karka will be able to walk away with his life intact.
Yeah, they're trying to apply that pressure on Bad Boy. Doesn't look like they can set themselves up well enough. Bad Boy's still farming that farm, 11-1, matching that Troll Warlord. Really just down to JT to try to find his own farm here.
Letting SGR down. Fisher is perfect. JT. I mean, this is what you do as a rider. Stick napalm and flame. The supports will never survive the PA. Luckily, not left alone for her sake, because she does have Blink available. So it would have been a bit of a hard target, but the Lich is certainly very, very easy.
Yeah, and you know, LFS, not gonna be too happy about that. Then again, it's a Lich. We've watched this hero die so many times in that laning phase in the actual game. I don't think most Lich players mind. As long as the lane's farming up, they really don't care too much at all.
See one Puma man in the mid lane getting very aggressive towards Emo. Of course, with static link up against a Void Spirit, he really can't do much once that link connects. Puma has been abusing that as much as he possibly can. Emo has been dealing with it relatively well, though. That resonant pulse and most of the damage. Still on the last hits and farm.
Fairly even on the board across all lanes, really. The only outliers are those possible heroes. Beyond that, mid laners and the off laners have been pretty similar.
Again, not anything he can do about it. He's just got to accept that it happened. And Hugo farming the mid lane, Emo will try to do the same thing, and Puma gets even luckier as he finds a double damage rune. Now he's just casually hitting for 200 per order of attack.
Seems fine to me here.
Yeah.
No? Are you gonna even try to trade? No, of course not. Gonna have to back off.
Bit of trouble. The Firefly was there. Fisher came out a bit late. He had the blink strike though, so there was really never going to be a kill going on. JT just ensuring the PA doesn't feel comfortable with what seems like is happening right now. This GR. He left alone. He'll walk out of rain.
That should help.
Back down to Firefly. Top of the last spot doing very well. This Slider Rubik lane has done nothing in terms of shutting you down. In fact, the Rubik has just left the lane. Come back now after the bounties, but the fact that they haven't found a kill yet is pretty concerning for LFS. Everyone's concerning to me. John's not responding, which probably means that something's happened with his internet again. Hello, John. Well, I'll wait it out, and that's fine. I could be in trouble. Kaka, we'll leave him be.
Did you think it was nice?
Emo. He's keeping up with the Razor in a lane that does not favour him whatsoever. Like 19 last hits against the Razor that only has 23. Technically comes in, it all happens again, but Emo will just go straight back in, trying to do it as much as he can. In fact, he throws out the Remnant just for that haste trip. He really wanted to bottle it up, but it's denied by one Puma. And he looks to try and harass, but Emo does juke him out quite nicely indeed. Meanwhile, Bot Dog falling pretty low on the slider, he'll just salve up and will be perfectly fine. I can't say the same top lane where Kaka was falling low as well. Bad Boy thinks about going back in and he does throw out the dagger. Not Kaka. What about throwing the fish? Choose to do so. Hello. No. It's not.
Denied.
Very. Black's gonna get way too much farm at this rate. Already got too much farm. The top lane Kaka getting low. Dagger does fly out from Bad Boy. JT can't really body block while Firefly's going on. This is gonna be there now. Juan, he'll rotate in. They're gonna try and force JT back, but he is gonna continue going after SGR. He actually not finding the kill. The Coddle Illuminate not finding it either. The dagger finds it again. Bad Boy going up JT now. JT overextending. Throws out the flame break, but Bad Boy has dagger, has the blink strike, should be able to secure the kill. He just needs vision. Doesn't have as JT is running way too quick. By again, JT just wasting so much time, and Bad Boy just gonna TP back. They will not find the kill. Or at least yet, yeah, Bad Boy just gets on top of the cliff and just TP's out of there, straight back on top lane. Or rather, straight back to the fence. The Frost Shield will not be enough. He does trade at the very least. He gets Emo first, so it's very well for him. Didn't want to die in the end. Really couldn't help it. There was no way to save him from that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
there are plenty more coming up. LFS, they're rotating. They want to try and take a team fight, but IG is ready for it. Human Man is ready. The Eye of the Storm and the Static Drink if necessary. It's not going to be an easy fight for IG.
Under attack.
They want to try and get the Lich. It's the easiest target for them to take down, but JR standing back.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Emo.
Dire's bottom tower is
Sticking
under
around.
attack.
Burn out. Bad Boys still wanting to go, but Luke flies through. Now one Puma Man. Eventually back off. But seem to be fighting over those bounty runes a bit. But doesn't really pan out to anything. Both teams not really initiating all the way. IG's in a position anyway to take a big team fight right now. They apart from the Troll Warlord, the other two tools up there are the Razor and the PA, so a safest team fight to take.
Radiant are scanning.
What a scan. Scan? For that, I don't even know how he knew that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Fine. Tom. Well, the T1 tower is pretty much undefended, so he'll just go ahead and take it for free. He's going for that Battle Fury build, and he's already got the Demon Jump, so he does dish out quite a bit of damage on this troll now. And LFS do not respond, they'll just allow it to go down. Looks like they may try to force the T1 at the bot lane, but with that, IG may just keep pushing top.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Fine. After the fortification, we'll get started with the T2. One Puma does TP up. That'll be enough for him to back off. He got a lot of chip damage off on that T2. Straight back to farming that jungle of the Dire. LFS are some posture around IG, but everyone's already pretty much escaped, so all these rotations coming out from LFS are leading to nothing. They're just kind of running around the map together and not finding any kills. While that's happening, Emo's catching up in farm, and of course we already know Fly is getting closer and closer to that Battle Fury. Bad boy. Yeah. It's gonna be a lot slower.
Don't burn your fingers!
So, smoke. Where are we headed?
Dire are scanning.
Clan is up on the ES and all. We'll break his smoke. There we are.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They may go up top where it's standing. Bad boy goes up. They know he's there. Fly will show himself. Still rotating around Emo. And hold Bad Boy in, but Bad Boy looks to be getting out of there with the blur, just runs through the line and gets out safely. Can't say the same for that top T2 tower though. It's going to be taken by IG for free. Bot lane, they are trying to initiate a team. One Puma goes on the car, gets a sonic link off. That should lead to a kill and us. I don't know if IG really care though. Like they just want so much more.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Why, yes.
He's just fall behind. He's behind the troll by about 3k net worth. Currently bot lane, Emo falling Juan. He's stunned Emo. Falling pretty stunned low, but SGR's falling low as well. And using that pulse, well, they're gonna find at least the Lich, and it looks like one Puma. He's gonna be in pretty big trouble as JT just jumps on top. Doesn't really lasso. The dog is around to try and help out. Puma is going to keep trying to run, but Kaka had that finisher. There's the flame break, and they do find 3 for nothing. Oh, last so got the PK with that last bad boy. How does he get out of this? He blows up. It's just JT there. Nobody else. He will blink strike away. And I'm surprised he's even trying for the vassal attempt. The mid lane. He goes down. Emo jumps straight in onto the Rubik, takes him now dog. Tries to TP in and help. This is a very, very dangerous location to be in. Once again, IG take whatever they want and they do not get punished whatsoever. Definitely can't. Getting close to the battle usually, but even after that, it's just more farming to go. Emo comes in, Karma just blows them up. Emo comes in, cleans them up as well, and that's it. 2 go down. Oh, it's turning into one of those games, John. It's not looking good for LFS. This is complete domination by IG. They are not fucking around this series.
Dire are scanning.
Dog off the clock, he's still alive though. Get the Will response. Now Emo, the chain frost bouncing around is not really doing much. And what the Lynch getting stuck in the Willow Wisp will go down. IG down. They got JT on the Bat Rider. Is there from the cop. Wow, a 3-man stun coming out from Dog, but it's not going to be enough. There's no follow-up to it. Everyone from IG will just dissipate. Still, I'm surprised that LFS were able to take that big fight like that. They're going to try again. They've gone for the Roche pit, that Revenant bad boy, dropping a lot of damage. They jump in with Dom, but the Fisher Walk is there from Kaka. He's got 2 in on the high ground. Could be really, really bad for LFS. They can't get into help without the support. They're trying to get kills right now. LFS, you can run around. There's stairs on the left side. SGR. Just gonna get melted here. Juan, what can he do? He's gonna die. It's complete domination. Bad thing gets caught out. The Yule's Emo with the Revenant. Triple kill. Oh boy. it's getting worse and worse. I mean, Emo's got the veil. He's going for a Radiance on this Void Spirit now. It's PA. IG, start forcing in that TT mid. A creep wave around though. As I say that, I will get one. Not to be too comfortable, we'll leave it be. Tries to go for a deep, well, does get it, but as it is, oh dog, are you gonna really jump into this? Yeah, they're gonna punish. Remnant is there, he is dead. Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Well, I hate to do this in this time. In fact, never mind, because Bad Boy has been called out. He does go down. It is 19-5, 14k net worth lead, and the win possibility is not getting any lower for IG. 90% at 21 minutes in. Look at Emo, he's just jumping into whatever he wants. They will have to drop the Willow. This was a bit risky as he can see multiple heroes there. But it just goes to show he jumps in, he creates a bit of habit, and himself. However he likes. Yeah. Yeah, that Deso. The Deso's not gonna do anything. There's too much control. Just from IG, Echo Slam, they're ready to go. They do head towards the bottom lane where you find one Puma man, but he is being very, very cautious. He may actually show himself now, so still hiding in the tree line, walking towards those creeps, ready with speed wherever necessary. He'll push out the way with plasma field. They're always in the tree line somewhere, so they're gonna start running. Can they actually cancel it? Kaka! That is not fair. How does he know? This man always does this.
Look into my
Yeah, SP. He has no way out of this. Fly. You gotta burst him down. Look at Jane. He's looking for more. He still has the lasso. He won't hit anybody. Forget about that. How does Kaka always know exactly where to fish up? Jumped on, Emo has the controller. No, they do get the start off, but Kaka gets two of them, and now the Echo, he just blows them up. It's just child's play. They're taking candy of a baby now. I don't know what else to say, Joe. It's an 18 in the worst play. It really isn't fair.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That is very true, Joe.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Flying, gonna back off. Aegis does expire. Still, he will be reset thanks to that Aegis expiring. They are trying to push that ball lane in, Bad Boy. Doesn't want to be involved, but Emo is just going to go have some fun with him. There's the Yules, there's the Remnant. Well, with that, Emo is just solo picking off the PA. He's dead. Meanwhile, top lane, they are going to try and fight this now, LFS, but they don't find anything. They do it to save their rats. You get nothing else.
My beauty leads to riches.
Razor, lasso. I mean, it's just, you can't walk into the jungle anymore. It's like an idea just waiting for the GG to come at this point. You'll there, one humor, gonna get bursted by an ES. Parker is gonna take him out with Emo. Fly, taking out Zhuang. JT gonna chase Dog. Will run away, get to you're faster in the water. JT not gonna allow him to just run away. In fact, JT's just gonna burn him down. Oh, Dog.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
7 stacks, he does juke to the right side, nice play Dog, but JT, 8 sticky napalm with the flame break, he's gone. Life, straight, Drax, you out. Yeah, I mean, it's GG, right? They're too far ahead.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks has fallen.
There we go. Won't cause it. He's had this torture. A fantastic showing from IG for game number 1. LFS definitely going to have to revise their draft and how they play in game number 2. For IG, they've been on fire today.
you too often, but it is quite potent. A lot of damage that can fly out here, and we have seen the trees. They have done a lot for their teams. In a lot of cases, this time around out, IG. The Puck Dark Willow looking pretty potent as well. They've got the flexibility with how to use the puck. Of course, Emo could play it down mid. They could give it to JT for the offlane, or we could see perhaps Kaka playing it in pause 4, although I think that's the least likely option. Dark Willow is just a great piece of control to have with good damage as well. Let's see how exactly these drafts close out. Neither side really locked into a certain way of playing it, although for Smile, that early drow is really going to be committing to that safe lane drow, and there are plenty of ways to counteract that hero.
Absolutely. Now, let me go on with this blunt, but I know a lot of people are coming in and out of the chat. So if you see that storm, that is a spectator bug apparently. So ignore that. It is 1-0 for IG. It's not a best of 3. It is still a best of. So they're still on a score of 0 in this particular series. Not threat. Nevertheless, Storm, that tree protected Drow Ranger, it is a pretty annoying thing. You kind of mentioned it briefly, but with the frost arrows and the mask, you just don't run. Drow has free reign of the remaining phase. You do get caught.
Yeah, it's something very hard to fight against. That damage is going to be great, but I don't know. Like the Drow pick it's still iffy to me. Mainly because, again, IG has a lot of ways of drafting into that to counteract it. It can be dealt with in a relatively quick manner for IG if they draft it right. LFS, they've got to give this drow a bit more to play with. Got to have heroes that can kind of cover it while it's still farming up to be big. We're gonna need a few more selfless heroes coming out here. Of course, the tree is pretty selfless in itself, but the other cores are definitely gonna have to give some space to this drow so that it reaches the point when it's kind of uncontrollable. It takes a while for that to happen, though.
It does. We'll see that at best. The gun now. It's been another important pick for the first. I don't know where they're going with their secondary support. Really rough game one, so hopefully this draft will help them even the score out. Yeah,
of course. Either way this game goes, though, like the position for look for Smile is going to be a tiebreaker, right? If they do, in fact, take this into a draw, actually go 1-1 as it's shown on the screen, but an actual 1-1, what happens is they have to play a tiebreaker with Avengers for that slot. If not, they play a tiebreaker with Team for the 4th place to play against the Group B 4th place. So it'd rather be playing the tiebreaker to go into the majors, right? Into the minors rather than playing for a chance to go into the minors.
True. Mars picked up that course. Did got the tiny. Been picked up a lot over the past couple of days. Just seems like that roaming tiny is just potent these days. And
5 seconds remaining.
Back P1 towers. Oh, is a very, very positive. I think all the tiny though. I do love the topic. It looks like it is going to be a JT Mars, but it could also be mid Mars. We saw yesterday.
It's a possibility.
It's could put JT back hot, and he played a pretty vicious puck yesterday.
Yeah, he did. I think this flexibility from IG is great. I think the Mars is a good response to the Drow. You're going to mitigate a lot of physical damage coming out. We have seen Mars really kind of perform, for this part, poorly. We have seen shining moments where Mars works. I think IG as a team is a team that can really pull off this Mars. I'm interested to see how exactly that go. Well, for Smile, that's tiny, as you mentioned, it's just a constant pick. Just gives you a lot to work with. Good burst damage, good way of throwing people back to you, setting up kills, and setting that pace. It's exactly what this round needs. We go to Nature's Prophet next. That one is just a bit greedier, but as an offlane is highly disruptive. Right-click damage is very hard to trade with. So whoever he does pick for the safe lane is gonna have a heck of a time dealing with that right-click harass that the Nature's Prophet can bring. We'll see what exactly they do to pick up for that. Of course, I feel like it's likely that we will see in the Puck and Morris's course anyway. We're not going to see that support. So you can still go for a support that can punish something like the NP. We do see, for the most part, I think the tendency was Enchantress, which is banned out by LFS. Let's see what options IG decided to go for to counteract that.
IG reserve time being used up once again for this pick. PL is the pickup here for IG. So pretty interesting pick to say the least. There's not really anything to deal with it. None of these heroes on the side of LFS really deal with the illusions very well, especially once game. Of course, the option for the drought hags, but that's
10 seconds.
very questionable.
Nah, it's not a counter to the PL. I don't reckon. It's definitely not what I'd count. It's a good pick, that PL for ID. As you mentioned, there's just nothing here that can really deal with it. I think the key thing for IG now is how farm heavy are they going to go for in their mid lane, or in fact their support, which they're going to go for. They go for the void. All right. It does look like a support puck is what we're going to be seeing, and JT on the Morris. I think that's more likely than support Morris. Support Morris just sounds underwhelming. You know, it just needs that gold. Puck can still get work done without the gold. Still, you've got this highly mobile mid lane, IG. Emo, of course, probably gonna be playing that hero, and he played it well enough. Like, he played it pretty darn well. He caught up quite nicely. He did a lot of work. LFS does close out with the Amber. That's a PL counter. That is the PL counter. Surprised it wasn't banned out by IG, but that is a pretty good response. This is what a lot of pro teams fall back to deal with Phantom Lancer, and of course it does well in that mid lane. Ember Spirit versus Void Spirit, the brothers will have to face off. And we'll find out just how well Emo can play his hand, or if one Puma man can push the advantage here early on.
It was definitely a rough game one, so LFS looking to push it back their way. IG already made it through the next round, so not too concerned, but sure they want to show off a bit as they didn't game one. Want to lose if they can avoid it. Still.
It can be interesting to see just how fast Look for Smile decides to play this. With a Drow with decent enough mid-game farm, you can play fast. Especially with an NP, you can start to take control of that map. You've got the Ember Spirit to back you up as well. So LFS can definitely just running around, at least taking these objectives early on. With Phantom Lancer, you're gonna have to wait for a bit until Fly is ready to go. Does take a bit more to appeal, but you know, they just played Troll last time. They went for the Battle Fury and they still got a pretty fast game out that can kind of counteract that movement. I'd expect IG to do it.
Can't disagree with you on that. We'll see how it all pans out. It's been a great day of Dota. Last game of the night, let's make it a good one. This is it, are we paused or something? This drop screen is taking
no, I guess not. Sometimes it just feels forever. Yeah, just feels extra long sometimes. But here we are. Last game of the night, Mike. Bringing us to close for these group stage.
Of course, in case you weren't listening or you just joined, like John explained quite a few times now, tiebreakers are not tonight, they are tomorrow. So, I'm going to tune in any sort of tiebreaker match, which LFS will win for sure. It will be tomorrow. If you said 12 SJT, right?
Yeah. Noontime, lunchtime for Southeast Asians, unfortunately.
Lunch. So unfortunate, John. Can't you just have lunch an hour early?
No. Well, yes, I actually do have lunch early. Sorry, I actually do have lunch today. It's not an issue for me. But still, lunchtime. Lunchtime Dota. You could watch while having your lunch. pleasant.
Starting to believe you just like
You know me, Mike. You already know the answer to that. You know, you don't need to pose a hypothetical there. Nice poor drop from LFS. Just gonna give it a little bit more vision there. Gonna box moving out from IG.
3v3 straight on that boy main target, of course. They have Fear available. Ollie, toss back at the Drow, SGR. He's gonna get trapped up straight to his own family, which is the tree. 18 can't get the job, but will not fly through SGR either. Now JT is the one falling low, but nobody dying quite yet as Schwan is trying to get forward. Just lost back the pop. Another Fear coming at Schwan. He will fall the first time on Ollie before he gets stuck. And now JT can at least find a secondary kill. Bad boy can't get in range. JT, you're not really going to try for bounty, are you? He cured him away with the spear. Still, he may have given his life away for this bad boy. He will let it go. And even Ollie, he go down, does connect by SGR. What a way to start this, or the second game.
JT.
Mess.
Yeah, with Roshan and JT, he's gonna miss out on his first wave. Kaka is the core now. Getting by.
He's been playing.
Definitely. Still the pressure's there. Tree on Kaka.
He'll all the way. Still.
Is he?
Schwan. Forward, looking for a toss attempt. In range, not quite. Won't mind. I mean, Badwork's gonna have the first wave all to himself. JT gonna know that he's up against the right now, and it's gonna be a bit awkward for him to try and within that creep XP range. Because you have to fear the toss that will come out if you're too close.
Mid lane map. Ember versus Void. Pretty
Top lane. They will lose Dog on the Ollie. Fighting with Firefly on the PL, a very easy kill. Prophet being alone up against Julian and IG, just don't seem getting any balance.
Definitely not. We talked about Prophet being disrupted. That is lost one. But they're committing hard in this tri lane. They want Kaka.
You want to put yourself up. But into Kaka, and Taylor that cell. Gonna get it beat again. This shot's more around this tree. Yeah, should be alright. He'll tear through the tree and flies through Kaka. Won't have the damage output. We'll have to all the way to the right. Be careful. It's forward, but there's another speak. He barely hitting level 2 at this range. He made sure Bad Boy gets far.
Yeah, I like this reprioritization for Alpha, ensuring safe and finds the farm he needs. They are really stacking dogs though, like just not having the dominant run you'd expect Nature's Prophet to do with their superior range and damage. And greens. Pressure's just not coming out of the dog. He is trying to cross farm into that wave.
Into SGR card, getting it all the way. Now, Ollie will join this top lane, so feeling no necessity to help out this PO any longer. Because Wi-Fi activity is going to be able to free farm up against an ace prop. Just run a trying to make AT some farm. And now Bad Boy is the one that's probably going to struggle a bit on this round. It's very squishy. As soon as she gets caught in the brambles, it's basically a kill for an IG.
Yeah, gonna have to be really cautious about that base here, Bad Boy. Of course, all that's happening. The mid lane does cop it once more. One Puma Man gets called back up. Not gonna die yet with Emo. In stark contrast to game 1, it's a much better time here up against Ember Spirit. One Puma Man not quite dominating this lane, and we saw what Emo did behind when he's up front with farm. She's gonna really take over.
Puma, he knocked back up for a last hit. He may just take the 2-1 tower. This is a very scary place, and ooh, nice is to cancel off that cell. Meanwhile, the top lane, JP minus 1 on the tiny. Kaka will go down as a trade, and JT's in a very awkward position now, behind the T1. He'll steal back the tree and just walk his way back towards zone lane. They're making a clean up between these two. Back to that hit actually Emo double damage to assist even more up against December.
Yeah, it's been a good time. He gets his bot refilled as well.
Oh, kill 10 minutes. Not latch. So a bit wishful thinking there, trying to get the kill with the Park. They're gonna loop around it. They're just running into T1. Can't not come back. He'll put a short one on the Tiny, run past. Oh, mate. Bit of a and now Karkar gets the Nathan's grasp on him with the avalanche toss. He is pulling quite low. They do actually time to kill. That's a lot of damage from that tree. IG not able to help.
They are bleeding a few kills here and there. The biggest issue right now for IG is the fact that their farms, JT, sits level 3, has no real farm to speak of. On the bright side, it's actually comparable to the Empress farm. So I thought it was bad for Mars. I guess it's actually worse for one Puma Man in a completely different lane.
Well, one Puma Man has refused to bring out regen, John. He's still on that low HP. Emo is doing the exact same, but Emo has ways of getting out. He's level 6.
One Puma Man, that's a dangerous spot. Astral Step is up. Can just damage you.
Fact that Astral Step just comes out and surely the puck just orbs in after the Flame Guard, of course. They do have Juan is coming from behind. Perhaps maybe just jump on the Tiny instead. Emo will heal him. An arcane route to boot, so now they can really try to make something happen. Emo's going to run straight to the top lane. Let's find that round. They are going on JT as we speak. JT throwing that's be a bad boy. Still going after this. They will find the kill secure, but now Emo for the main source of damage, and that's bad boy. He will find him as well. Juan with the avalanche toss will not be able to save. The Brambles will secure the kill. Juan does want to just run out of there now, but Emo is not done. He does have the arcane, and all his abilities are low enough. With an arcane, it's just too easy.
Definitely. Nice set of kills going the way of Emo. Really slowing down this one hero that LFS has been trying to protect this entire time. It doesn't quite pay off, bad boy. In terms of total assets as well, it's not a very good story compared to Fly. And it feels like we're looking at the repeat of game 1 in terms of lane phase.
Getting there. Avalanche once again trying to stop Emo from shooting, but he already found the tree at SGR. Can he get out of this? It looks like he cannot.
Your death has consequence.
Emo now. He just go back to the lane. He's already done so much up at this top to even it out a bit. Yeah, that's exactly what he does. Back to the mid. Back to making this Ember line for living hell. At least
Radiant's middle
6
tower
though, so he does escape.
Still not a very good spot so far for LFS. They are holding on to a slight network lead. Have to consider Fly, free lane, 1-4. He had a free lane in his troll. He's having free lane in his PL. The upside for LFS is that they slow down JT. He's just a glorified support now. Can't really do too much.
They have put up that Tiny. It's a very easy pick up. Now they even get the Brambles on the SGR, but they will follow up on the train.
Dire's bottom tower.
Suddenly 4 heroes from IG in mid. Revenant forward from one pump man, but also actually uses the Revenant. He'll still hate through the win. Now the defense on their mid. They know he's got a good chance of getting into this. Surely new Revenants to the back. They do have a haste if they want to keep checking, but no. You got the rotations coming up in the LFS. It looks like they probably will, but no, they actually don't. He's out of mana. Dog rotating in. Karkar going for the TP play, and he does not make it.
Oh man. If he actually got away there, that would be disgusting. I'd feel bad for all of this. Fortunately, they found that kill, and all these rotations are giving Bad Boy more space to farm up. He's not having too much struggle up against JT. And that is to be expected. JT just playing around with his shield, just dancing around, sidestepping as such. Just dancing.
Dire are scattered.
playing with that bulwark.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure
he likes it.
Extra.
Yeah, he likes just dancing. He's really just... I don't know what's up. Having a bit too much fun.
Form of damage.
No. No, he's not using it. JT.
Yeah.
Come on.
Blocks one. Oh, behind Emo. Jumping it straight Tiny. Juan almost blows up, and now the first round does prong. Emo will be able to take him out. Meanwhile, can they? Bad boy turns around with a split. You'll find AT on the Mars, but Emo is not done. Straight on to SGR. Remnant doesn't connect though, and Emo could be in trouble now. He was running up the shield, but he's falling very low, and he does not have Astral. In fact, they even put the only one human man jumping in. He wants to go after that puck card. If he will make it, he's certainly going to be very, very happy with that one.
Definitely. A lot of kills going their way, a bit of overextension from IG, a bit of overconfidence from IG being punished hard. LFS finding the kills they need and trying to go for that tier 1. They should be able to get the damage out. Early rotations from Dog, finally leaving that bot lane, ready to go ahead and start whacking people. Does have the gold for a lot of apes as well. So he's going to have a lot of control going into these fights.
Still though, Flood has been free farming. He's got the Usher up. It's the concern remains there, right? Like there's not been money all for what he's doing.
No, unkilled deaths. There is smoke out from IG. Perhaps they try to actually make a move onto that excuse me. You're sticking around? Yeah. Come on. Hangs her out. But Fly knows. He backs off. Yeah.
Aims in. It's not like their LFS is really in a position to be making the days in the mid lane has been fulfilled. Fly. The farmer jungle with that Yash relatively quickly though. Juan vision now. And Avalanche will be there. Toss. Does use the toss. Now Remnant's ball. Actually, they got the wrong toss. This could be a nice with the chain. Sparkle is going to be available. Fly. He does. Second. Now Terrorize coming in. One human man still looking for that PL. Can he get it? Fly juking out. He runs forward. The toss. It's not there now. Fly still alive. Runs back. Dog. He's falling down now. The arena comes out as well. Okay, thanks for the Fly. Avalanche. They will finally find him, but at what cost? The Ember.
Oh no.
Stop, he's going down. And SGR is still around the area. He's gonna walk out. Can be but a 1-3 trade. A lot of goals under the way by IG, and I don't think Fly minds.
I don't think so either. He manages to give all those big kills to JT, so he's kind of caught up. That should give him some items to play with. Some great EXP going his way as well. And Fly, choking them out for so long, forcing them to dive so deep on tier 2 that they can't even damage back because that tier 1 was a very deep dive from LFS. I like seeing that aggression, but that was fairly optimistic. They have a lot of wards in that jungle too. Like that is actually so much vision there. I can see why they felt secure. But all the TPs, man. I mean, there's nothing you can do to stop that.
Certainly isn't. Lifetime. How's that now going? That makes the Dragonlance up. Rank fans as well. So a lot of damage coming out of the Drow, but in terms of farm, she has so much room to grow.
A prize.
Oh, another smoke from LFS.
Going for the PL. Seen this one. Exact same spot. Fly. Toss is going to be there. He does Doggle's foot and does go to the ground. Now Dog is in, but here comes the TP from the Radiant side. Overbrooks there as GM setting up with the Terrorize on the back lines. Oh man, the Dark Willow. It's really bad from side to side though. Splitron is there from back. Oh, there's the arena. AP still has the speed and will cancel the TP. Bad boy. He's not getting out of that. Did they find him? No, but they'll find three again. This time though, the price of nothing.
Fly, man. It's the exact same spot. He knows it's coming the moment the toss is out. You can't do that again after that last attempt. And LFX punished hard. They lose the Drow this time around. I'm still trying to save up for that KD. And that's really not what you want to be seeing. You've given JT the chance to come back in. He has 4 farm and 1 Puma man, and JT had a terrible laning phase. So, like game 1, you saw Emo having that struggle. This time it's JT who's struggling in this lane, and is given the opportunity by LFS to come back in. He got his flags up. He's farming up, doing quite well for himself. He's not at level 10. He's matched the Ember in terms of EXP. Exceeded him in terms of farm. I mean, right now, LFS, they've got to find a way back in here. What's he?
He's got no
waiting for the rings.
3.7k net worth.
He's got a bottle. And
bottle, that is true.
He's going
that one, Puma. Hello, we'll get out Shadow Realm. That boy is there. I mean, you talked about the PL counter in the Ember. That'd be fun.
No. That's not a counter. He's going to get a Maelstrom, which is right play. They just don't have the gold. They're gonna be. They take that tier 1 down ball. That's gonna help the call. Amount of gold down. But is that enough to really change the pace of the game yet? No, not yet. That's a dead lane anyway.
Yes. Wildfly has the disrupt, and looks to be going to Diffusal after that, I'm sure.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
As it stands, he's 8.5k, only matched by the Prophet being played by Dog. And utility, I mean, he went Rod of Ages, picked up a punt, so it's like you're right kind of Prophet that can carry the game on its own.
No, definitely not. It's a weird trade-off, right? You've got this utility Prophet all farmed up, but nothing to deal with a PL who's equally farmed up. All Plot has is the Manta style so far. That's gonna be enough for him to get out of most situations. They don't have any hard stuff. They don't have any strong things that will keep them in place.
Ollie set up on this company flying is there. They found Brambles. One so low, just comp damage, first crown over is there from SGR, but it's gonna be no good, and now the Terrorize coming up, bad boy, gets sent back towards his base, and G, they're happy to just go back farming. There is no to rush.
No. Like LFS, they just lose a hero like that, they have on mid. You see the same thing from IG, but IG still have a lot of spells slipped.
Oh, Arena, big drop. They found the Ember. Rambles is. Do they have the death? He has no way out. This looks like he ripples. Oh, he does not get out. The Marcus Plank's on him. They're going after more. They caught the Tiny. Get SGR from the PL. It's 3 done already, and Emo, he's chasing more. He wants the Tiny pretty darn bad, and does the use off. With that, Juan has no way out. At least the MP gets out. Like, get.
Trying to go Kaka, but just TPs. I feel like I've seen that play before, Mike.
You have.
I love it. It's a big play. Oh boy. Lose your mid tier 1. They lose a 19th 11 now, 18 minutes in, 4k net worth lead for IG. A massive amount of gold in play. It's gonna have his Diffusal up in about 300 gold. You're doing the PL, Diffusal Manta at sub 20 minutes, the power treads and 2 great bands. And your equivalent hero is an NP with pipe Aos. Now that's pretty good, but you don't want this kind of gold on utility this early on in Swan.
Face him up, use this remnant there, and Swan is dead. Well, more of that boy. He guts. Gonna keep chancing. 1 damage. There's the reaction. 3 heroes.
Oh no!
Why are you hurting yourself, boys? Stop running.
Oh man!
They empty. Well, I thought
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Worse.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
God.
To 1 cube now, John. Still trying to pinch the Maelstrom, probably in around 20 minutes. So,
not a good time.
The warming.
At absolutely. It's just been wrong. Like this Ember, they're home against the Phantom Lancer.
Oh, back one. He's not even safe to see it's JP's packing back to that laning stage.
Back what? Rough laning stage. Now he's above even Drow. He's bold. A spear tackle.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
They definitely have vision, but I'm sure there is a high ground for JT to find somebody else.
Radiant's courier has been
not close. JT, he's gonna go for it surely, but it's a bit close. He was thinking about it.
Bulwark, really loves that spell, dude. Oh god.
Throws a remnant at the end of the remnant, so never look twice. Human man will get the remnant, but look at this, he gets and first crown. Emo has another remnant. Oh, Emo. I mean, that's just starting on now. Yeah, that's not nice.
No. It's not, but Emo had a rough game one, at least in the laning phase. He wants to pick at Toronto, and he certainly is. Really, there's no action here from our Ember. He's very close to Mithril Hammer, 200 gold away. Then he'd have...
Well, he rotates down bot. Toss, they have Marker though, he can come out here. Patient percent, he does look at the drip ball. Patient not thanks to that avalanche, but Overgrowth Lifeline spot by himself. JT as Arena looking for a good opportunity. Dog can speed into the walls of the arena. I don't even know if JT had vision of that. Life by one, he's in a godlike. Dog trying to take in, he will get up. The two trade, they do find the support path, but if the cost of position on Drow and support tiny, JT hit forward. I just in my position. We'll have a look at Dota Plus. What's Dota Plus saying? 97%. Okay. So there's a 3% chance. JT. Look at fly. Oh, look at that fly. He knows there's shards. And he's coming in. He finds him. Oh, he tips him as well. Oh, he tips him. Oh, well, that's nice. Emo's being nice. Got him.
Yeah. I don't blame him. LFS. You know, they try IG, just their team. That's really it. There's no dressing room that, you know, 2 games up like that. LFS snapping out is the last game tonight. LFS not out for the count just yet. They do have a tiebreaker, and since it got 0-2 by IG, that's a tiebreaker with Keen Gaming to see who plays the bet free against the 4th placer on Group B. That will be tomorrow.